Welcome back to The Vault. I'm Mike Ricola, where our goal at the Nonday Filmmaking Legal Lab is to democratize access to legal educational resources so that every filmmaker knows their rights. It's time to get smart with us. Imagine you've just landed a major distribution deal for your indie feature. The distributor's legal team begins their chain of title audit. They find a beautiful sequence in your film with background art, but no signed release from the freelance artist who created them. We reach out to the artist, but they've moved on, or worse, they've realized you're about to get paid, and now they want a buyout fee 10 times the rate the original fee. Without their signature, the distributor walks away. You don't just lose the deal, you lose the rights to your own visual asset. The artist release agreement here ensures that every piece of art created for your film is legally classified as a work made for hire. That keeps the ownership exactly where it belongs, with the production. Before you download this template, we need to have a quick talk about the rules of engagement. I am a producer and I am a lawyer, but I am not your lawyer. The templates inside the vault are the exact legal armor used by the professionals, but they are provided for educational resources only. Downloading this document, watching this video, or reading my breakdowns does not create an attorney-client relationship between you and the Nonday Filmmaking Legal Lab. These templates are your starting point. They are drafting tools designed to give you leverage. They are not a substitute for specific legal advice. Second, jurisdiction matters. The armor here is forged using general principles of U.S. contract law and standard industry practices. But the rules change when you cross state lines or international borders. What works in California might have a different nuance in New York or London. You're strongly advised to have the final paperwork reviewed by local counsel in a state where you are shooting. Finally, use this as your own risk. You're the producer. You're the one stepping on set. The Nonday Filmmaking Legal Lab assumes no liability for any errors, omissions, or legal consequences that happen because of how you use and execute this document. You're building your own business. Take responsibility for it. Take responsibility for your assets. Please read the full disclaimers below. And then before we dive in, we have some quick usage notes. Again, this document is very unique in the sense that it is a work made for hire agreement combined with an artist release. These are generally two different documents. The work made for hire is generally so the artist can be hired to create the work so the production company owns a copyright. The artist release allows that said work to be used in film and shown on screen without owing them any royalties. So I like to combine the two, and I use it because I generally, as a low budget producer, hire the same artist to create background art as I do this, use that artist to then create some promotional work. So this is both a work for hire and an artist release. The prop versus the IP. Many artists think they're selling you a painting means they still own the copyright to sell prints on Etsy. Others think that selling the copyright means that they get the physical canvas back after wrap. Section 1 and 2 explicitly states that you are buying both the physical prop and the underlying intellectual property. Again, this is just in case we need it. We have a destruction clause. If your script calls for a painting to be slashed with a knife or burned in a fire, an artist can actually sue you under moral rights for defacing their work. Section 3 explicitly grants you the right to destroy the physical item on camera. Again, we want to just make sure that we have all the options so that we don't limit our director. You probably won't be destroying art, but it's good just to have it. And then finally, the belt and suspenders IP shield. Section 2 is the workhorse. Section 2 claims that this is a work made for hire, but if it is ever not interpreted that by a courtroom, the judge will throw that out, and you can then use the assignment clause in Section 2B, where the artist writes an assignment over to you so that you own the copyright outright. Now let's look at this work made for hire and artist release. Up at the top, we have our typical recitals, which are the effective dates, who's involved, you, the producer, the artist, and then what it was regarding. It is regarding a work made for hire and their release. Section 1 is our services, deliverables, and physical ownership.